to the sky. Never let adventures pass you by. Be free and follow your crazy dreams. We're living our vision in the RV. Come ride with us and you'll be free.
Starting route to Cabin Creek Brewing. Proceed to the route, then take a slight right turn.
They close at 8 and it says we're going to get there at around 7.
We just left Glenwood Springs this morning, drove a few miles down to a rest stop to work, and now making our way to our next overnight stay at a Harvest Host before continuing on to the Rocky Mountain National Park. The most exciting thing about staying at a Harvest Host location is the unknown. Each place is unique and different than the other, including the food, the people, and the views. Not to mention that it always feels good supporting some of the smaller local businesses. Our next stop here at Cabin Creek Brewing ended up being one of our favorite places we've stayed yet.
This is a cool place.
Pretty.
A couple things I want to talk about real quick. Some people have asked in the past about how fast we can go in the mountains. So we left Glenwood Springs, went through Vale and all that. We were at about a 5 to 6% grade, and we got up to around 10,000. We saw a sign for 10,600 elevation. 59 was the max speed that we could go. I mean, it was floored, and it just stayed right at 59. We went 109 miles and we got 18.4 average through the mountains for our mileage. It's not too bad. What is that swimming in there? Muskrat? This is a cool place. Got a Class A here and a travel trailer. She's on her way in. She's hungry. This place closes at 8 and it's after 7. It's like a quarter after. We are just going to get a couple burgers.
2 burgers.
I'm getting the cabin burger. Which one did you get? Did you get the same thing? And they're going to let us do a salad with that instead of the fries or tots. But they do have gluten-free buns here. They do have a cauliflower crust pizza also.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Very well. And that is the... Oh wait, that's not a crispy chicken. Where is the... Oh, he took the menu. Oh well, can't remember. It's a cider. What'd you get?
No, yours is a hard seltzer.
Hard seltzer.
And I got a stout that has espresso, caramel, and chocolate notes. So, yes.
Let's see if it really tastes like chocolate, though.
Not the salute.
Oh, salute.
Where's the chocolate?
Somebody's got their dog back there. Yeah. Look at this view. is very pretty. This is a nice place to stay. Georgetown, Colorado. Has some history to it too. So we had a cauliflower crust pizza. The crust is very good. Thin, very crispy, very good. We got the prosciutto. It's really just enough for one person. We're heading to Estes Park. And the Rocky Mountains. Rocky Mountain National Park.
Mm-hmm.
What's that look for?
I don't know.
Are you getting frisky?
I hope we get to see some elk finally.
You notice she didn't answer that question?
When your love gets strong, when your love it will break the fear. When your love gets wide, it will bring you near. And when your soul gets humble, pride loses fear. And your days of trouble, they will end right here. When we come together, it will bring the light. When we come together, it will bring the
To take the exit onto Washington Avenue.
All right, well, we found a campground that allows you to dump your tanks there. So, and it was right along the way. So we're gonna stop and swing by there. It was only $5 to dump our tanks, and get our fresh water, which we don't need much of. And we're just gonna refresh there. And we got to get to our
Take
next.
the exit, then turn right onto Washington Avenue.
And we got to get to our next destination before 9 p.m.
At the light, use the...
There's the dump. There's potable water. And then we're supposed to put the $5 in an envelope because they're gone after 4. I've got to put some RV antifreeze in. It's going to get down to 29 tonight. I just pumped a little bit until it came through. Now I know it's going to be inside that macerator. Was there a sign or anything that said anything about the dump station?
Yes. It says, well, for non-registered guests, it says $20.
It said $20?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Take a slight right turn onto 10th Street.
He asked me, you know, what size rig you have, how big's your tanks, and he said, oh, just $5.
Well, if they get an envelope with $5,
They
it'll...
don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're gonna make sure we turn the tank heaters on tonight.
Yes. It's supposed to get down to like
29 degrees.
Yeah.
The last time we were in this area of Colorado was over 10 years ago, back in 2013, when I was working for FEMA in the area during the floods. For me, it was interesting to see some of the roadways now, remembering what they looked like back then before being repaired. But most importantly, we're both excited to be back to see more of what we missed back then.
This is where we're going to stay for the next couple nights. We got a filming permit for the Rocky Mountain National Park. We're gonna kind of explore the Estes Park and Rocky Mountain National Park area again. This place is called Murphy's River Lodge, as you can see by the sign. Sometimes it's more of a nuisance to unpack everything and stay somewhere else than it is just staying in this. It feels like our home now. We're so used to it that we're comfortable in there. But it's nice to splurge every once in a while like this. We don't do this very often at all. And now we've done it twice in 1 week. So, all right, we're going to get everything packed and go inside and then talk to you guys probably in the morning. Oh, there's some elk. I just came out to check on the rig here, and I always call it a rig, the van. Everything's fine, and there's some elk over here. Let's see if I can zoom in on. This is a pet area here also. I haven't actually asked Michelle what she thought yet. We'll have to ask her and see what she says, but they don't have a hot breakfast, but they do have coffee and like muffins, stuff like that over in the pool area. The pool area is over there with the glassed in area. You can get rooms that face the river too. And some people say the elk will be walking back here quite a bit. That's a different property over there. It's called Fall River Village Resort. But this is this property. Murphy's. Alright, so breakfast, coffee, and that's supposed to be upstairs there. There's those elk way up there. Some of them may be males. They will lose their antlers this time of the year. Their antlers can be attached really firm one day, and 24 hours later they can just fall off. This time of the year they lose their testosterone levels, and that's what makes them fall off. So they grow new ones. This is the bathroom. Yeah, not too bad. What do you think?
Oh, it's okay. I mean, it's clean. It doesn't smell. You know how, oh gosh,
Yeah.
I hate hotel rooms when you walk in and it's like musty. Doesn't smell at all. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's suitable.
It's weird being on the main floor and having a creaky floor.
I know. It's
Instead of-
dated. It's very dated, but
Yeah. Oh, you want to tell people what you found?
oh my. So in their book here, their
Uh-huh.
little hotel book or whatever,
Yeah.
has like restaurants in town and stuff. Look what I found. It's telling me I need pie.
It does. It says, Michelle, you need pie.
And
See
look,
that this is a symbol for Michelle.
we're only 6 minutes away.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
We're on our way.
Voted #1 pie in the state of Colorado. What in the world are you? Are you locking it again?
Yes, because I...
You need pie like you need another hole in your head. Well, if I could have a quarter for every time her parents used that line, except it wasn't pie. She has entered the building. It's a cute place.
Married at the age of 21, Rick and Val met in Estes Park in high school. After high school, they both enjoyed successful careers in the property management industry. Over the years, they have owned several businesses such as a catering company, shipping and printing centers, home rehab business, home sales company, merchandise design group, and restaurants. In 2006, on a trip to their hometown of Estes Park, Val and their daughter Hattie discovered a defunct, closed business. They purchased the equipment and You Need Pie Bakery was born. The first shop was a walk-up bakery only. In 2013, they opened the restaurant portion of the business and moved to the current location. Their recipes were handed down through the generations from their mothers, grandmothers, and great-grandmothers, pulling from their German heritage.
Yep, that's good. Dangerous. Dangerously good.
On their menu, you will see WGBP right in the middle, which stands for Would Grandma Be Proud? After all, who would ever want to disappoint their grandmother?
I would probably rate it about an 8.5.
Oh, it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But
It ended up being more expensive because we got a mug, which was like $20, and then we found this cute little keychain that says Iowa on it too.
It's-
Pie Life.
yeah, forget the pie life. It says Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're finally ready to get going. We're going to stop at the visitor center
That's here in Estes Park.
right here in Estes Park. That way we can figure out what is the best route for us to take today, things to see, check road conditions, and make sure we're not going where we shouldn't go because we haven't had time to really research. So that's going to be our best resource, we hope.
Back in 2013 was the last time we were here, and I still remember Michelle walking out of that visitor center and saying, I think I want to do this when I retire someday.
Work here at a visitor center.
Yeah, so we go in to get some information, was greeted by Steve and Vanessa, a couple viewers of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
We were surprised to meet them. Very nice couple,
Mm-hmm.
very helpful. Gave us some good information on what to go see and do here. And so that's what we're going to do.
If it's this cold here, it's colder up there.
All right. They said they're ready to go.
Are they ready to go?
Yeah, they're getting impatient.
You are too.
I'm fine. It's them.
Hello. What are you doing?
Just eating. How did we not see them until we turned the corner?
I have no
We
idea.
just turned the corner and was like, oh, hello. So peaceful right here. Have the window down. You can hear these birds chirping.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
If you're planning to visit the Rocky Mountain National Park anytime between May 24 to mid-October, You need a time entry reservation, which you can reserve on www.rec.gov. You'll also need a park pass or pay the entrance fee and arrive during your time slot. Rocky Mountain National Park's 415 square miles encompasses a spectacular range of mountain environments.
Pulled over here to see these elk off to a distance and saw this other couple down here. Got their lawn chairs out and having lunch and just enjoying the view. Thought it was a good idea. Didn't we eat just not too long ago?
Yes. No judging.
From meadows found in the montane life zone to glistening alpine lakes and up to the towering mountain peaks, there is something for everyone to discover. Along the way, explore over 300 miles of hiking trails and incredible wildlife viewing.
Very quiet.
Very quiet.
Trail Ridge Road is closed in the winter. I don't believe they open it up till about Memorial Day weekend, and obviously we're not there yet, so we can only go about halfway, if not even that. Really.
In half a mile, turn left onto Sprague Lake Road.
Sprague Lake is one of the most popular destinations inside Rocky Mountain National Park. When walking around the 0.7-mile loop trail, visitors can enjoy scenic views of Sprague Lake in the Continental Divide. Sprague Lake is also a popular destination for fishing and wildlife viewing. The Sprague Lake Boardwalk Replacement Project repaired and replaced a 230 linear feet section to fix structural deficiencies and to improve accessibility for all visitors by widening the trail. This project also added 2 new and improved viewing platforms. At first, we weren't quite sure about going to Bear Lake because we had heard that they currently had 51 inches of snow. But we were reassured that the roads were clear by Steve and Vanessa at the Visitor Center in Estes Park. Bear Lake sits at an elevation of 9,450 feet and rests beneath the sheer flanks of Hallett Peak and the Continental Divide. Unfortunately for us, It was so busy that we had nowhere to park without taking a parking space that we'd be sticking out into traffic. So we decided to move along and make a note to stop at Bear Lake to hike the trail on our next trip to the Rocky Mountain National Park.
It was 2013, and we came to this same spot. The day was kind of like today. It was blue sky, although there was just a hint of a little breeze going through the pine trees, and it was incredibly peaceful. And I don't know, it was just like godly.
And a little chipmunk.
Chipmunk.
But, we wanted to also mention one thing we just noticed when we went up there. We didn't stop because there really was nowhere for an RV or anything like us to park.
Right.
Now, there was one spot that opened up that we could have got into, but we would have been sticking out a little ways.
Yeah.
We just second-guessed it and kept going. We didn't really want to.
There was a couple other shorter vans there, probably like the 19 feet ones. They got in, but keep that in mind up there at that Bear Lake.
Yeah.
There's no real place for an RV spot.
We probably should have just went ahead and parked in there. We would have been sticking out some, but didn't want to get clipped.
All right, let's get out.
The most important thing about any trip you take is that you enjoyed yourself and that you made memories. Regardless of where you visit, there is always more to see that you have time for. Advice and tips are always helpful, but don't regret your trip just because somebody told you that you missed something or that you should have done this or that. Having a reason to go back to a place that you enjoyed so much is not a bad thing. So do your research, make your plans, and make the best of your time, creating those everlasting memories. During your visit in Rocky Mountain National Park, you're likely to see lots of wildlife, including elk, bighorn sheep, moose, marmots, and many other wild creatures that call this park home.
Look at that view. So what'd you think of that?
It was very pretty. It was very quick. Since some of the roads were closed, that part kind of stunk.
Yeah, the Trail Ridge Road. That pretty much goes all the way through the park and then south. We couldn't go any further than, I think it's called Mini Parks Curve. That's where they had everything shut down. People turn around, but it's because of the winter roads and everything. They don't open it till Memorial Weekend.
I couldn't believe all the people there.
I know.
It's not peak season right now, but
it was pretty busy today.
it was. There was a lot of people there. All right, should we see what other trouble we can get ourselves into?
Sure.
Food. That's the type of trouble we can get into.
Always.
Holy
Oh
smoked
my
brisket.
goodness.
Look at this. Look, that is a ton of brisket. Look at all those green beans. You can have my corn muffin, coleslaw.
Look at the size of
Oh
the
my
ribs.
gosh, no.
That was a medium size of ribs, right?
Yeah.
They give you huge portions. You know, we should have started this video both out like, because that's how we feel.
We've overate,
Oh my
and
gosh.
we both brought back food, like leftovers.
There was easily 2 meals.
Yes. So mental note, if you're getting the
Each.
ribs, maybe get a small.
And the place is called Smokin' Dave's Barbecue. We're going to take a quick stroll down, what do you call it?
Ooh, if I don't fall asleep first, sorry.
Down the
Memory lane?
Estes Park here.
Oh, yeah, or there.
Is that Memory Lane?
Well, we were
It's
here
going to be.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, Memory Lane. We took a picture here about 11 years ago, back in 2013. We might have to try to match that picture for here and now. I ate too much.
Here and now.
Here and now. We're here.
Right now.
Luckily, we were able to hangover. I don't have a hangover. Do you?
Get up in there.
On my chair.
Get up in there.
I can't.
Come on. You could do it.
I don't think it'll fit in the van anyway.
Call it a day and celebrate. Let's celebrate. Call it a day. Let's celebrate. Call it a day and celebrate. Let's celebrate. Call it a day.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click that little bell, and hit that thumbs up.
Call it a day.
See you next week.